Hey guys, this is Heretic, and in this video I'm going to go over the latest update in War and Order that includes the new Garden in the Sky system, the People's Shopping Spree, Turkey Feast, and time-limited W coins, which shouldn't be overlooked. So let's go over the event and all of this at a glance. First I want to start off with Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so first we have the Turkey Feast, which is similar to a lot of the events, which is the pack discount event that we have every so often. And it is actually really good. There's a lot of really good deals here where you can get some good stuff. And basically you go through and ask for help buying these, and you get a big discount on it. What would be a $50 pack you get for $10. There's some really good ones in here, especially the resources ones, and I tend to always get those because they're excellent, better than any other resource packs that you can get in the game, so I always try to get those. We have the time-limited W coins. Now this is amazing because it's basically, if you haven't used W coins before, it's basically dollars. So let's say you're going to spend $10 and that's what you have in your budget. For $10 with this deal, you can get $12.50 in money that then you can spend in the game. So although it may seem small, it's actually, this is one of the better deals that I can see because it's a compound deal. So you buy it, you get $10 worth of stuff you get you get $12.50 worth of stuff for $10, and then you're able to use that with other really good deals that are in the game right now. We have the People's Shopping Spree that comes out on 11/28. We don't have any kind of indication of what exactly is going to be in that, but I would expect this. It's a pretty big deal that they're making it, and it's only going to last for 2 days. So I would expect this to be kind of the best deal that we've had all year. So I'm kind of banking on that, and I'm saving actually for that event. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to the Garden in the Sky. And I'll go through the intro a little bit. It's basically a new building in the game. And in this you can use different decorations, and you can make a garden. Basically, you can build paths, and we'll look at it in just a second, and you can build statues and that sort of thing. Right now, it's more on the decorating side, but as we go, and we're not there yet, we're going to be given the opportunity to get some of these other decorations, and these decorations will give us skills that are similar to artifacts. So you'll get stats, and you'll get the skills that are similar to the like what you would get from a totem. And I think they have an example here for one of these skills where it's for every 40,000 soldiers that you take on a march, you can increase the attack by 8%, up to 40% attack, which would be great. There's some other ones too, and this is just an example. There's going to be a lot of these different decorations and skills that go with them, and they're stackable. So, and I'm going to go ahead and go in and go to it, and here's mine actually, but we can look at some of these decoration that are coming soon. You can't buy them in the game right now. You can't get any of these except another fountain in any event. And the event right now is if you log in 7 days consecutively, you'll get an extra fountain decoration. All of these others here, the statues, the statue, the flower bed, the light stand, and the road, you get a certain amount of those that you can use when you're decorating the garden right now. But these don't have any skills, and they will not affect the level of skills, which we need to talk about as well. So as you get these, so let's say at some point you're able to get this Dragon Guard, And this gives you for every 40,000 soldiers, you increase attack of your troops by 1% at the start. And those can be leveled up. And the way you level it up is to have another one of these Dragon Guards and you consume it. All right, and how do I know that? Well, if I go here to the fountain, it has an upgrade. If I click the upgrade, it tells me here to move up to the second level, I would need another one of these fountains. So in a few more days, when I'm able to get this second fountain for logging in 7 days consecutively, I can use it to actually upgrade my gather speed boost. Now, what I don't know is that any better than just having two of them? So that's something we'll have to look at when we get to it. But as we go, we'll have an opportunity to get different types of these decorations. And you can decorate this however you want. I just kind of put things down to see how it worked. And to do it, so you would go over to place. And let's say I wanted to place another one of these statues. And then it shows up here. And I can actually drag it to anywhere on here on this grid. And you can zoom in. And you can get pretty close so that you can get it exactly where you want it to drop. It consumes a little bit of resources, but it's not too much. It's not a big deal. So if I wanted to put it right there, I would hit the check mark, and now it's there. Now I can do another one. And so if I wanted to have this one exactly 2 spaces away there on that same grid line, I could do that. And now if I wanted to make this one over here, I could move this over and drop it, and so on. And you can go through and decorate like that. I can stop it that way. Same thing. If let's say you have something out there and now you want to move it to another position, you can just click it. So you can click any of these and then just move it. And so you can do it like that, or I can put it up there. It doesn't have to be in the center at all. And you can move. You start off with this little garden around this cross here, and the very first thing it has you do is drop it, the fountain in. But you don't have to. You can move all of this stuff out of the way afterwards easily. You can also go through, and anything you have in here, you can click collapse, and it'll bust it up, and then you can go in and you can place it again. Okay. So as we get access to more of the decorations here that are in this guide, like the Griffin Guard, which gives you a max wounded 2,000, additional 2,000 max wounded, and cross realm troops HP by 2.5%, and an HP boost of 2% total. Or the Pavilion, which gives you an attack boost for your archers and mages. You know, as we start to get those, I'm going to do a follow-up video. Maybe have a few of my friends here on, and we can go over kind of how we set up our garden and how we're using those stats and how they stack and all of that. That's what I'm really interested in. Especially, you know, what happens if you have access to 3 of the same thing? Is it better to upgrade one of them, or do 3 different ones, do those stack stats that way? So it'll be interesting to see as we go. I have a feeling that this garden in the sky is going to be really, really important. Let me show you where it is in your city. And I think you have to be level 10 to get to it here. But it's right here. It's above your castle, like directly above your castle, over by your altar. So just kind of hanging out up here in the sky. So here's my appreciation level is 3. And if you noticed, if I click the fountain and I go to upgrade, you can see it actually takes that appreciation level up to 5. And I think that's going to be important to get access to the other items here. I think you're going to need your level to be higher. But we'll see. We'll see how that all works as we go. You do have a stats overview. You start off, everybody's going to get this gather speed boost of 1%. And it's always going to be applied. And the way that I see this is it's not going to be attack dependent or defense dependent. I think those stats are always going to be there. More like an artifact stats that are always with you or a Star Ruin stats that are always with you once you have them on your, the Star Ruins, the Zodiacs are always with you, and the artifacts are with you if you have them on your array. All right, so I hope this update is interesting to you, and I look forward to having an update soon. Thank you. Take care.